All right, party people, day 14, one more day to go. And I'm very excited that there's one more day. I was thinking about maybe doing a live for the last day to do a Q&A, but I don't know really how many people are watching these and if I would even get anybody on there. If you're interested in me doing a live stream, so we can just do like a Q&A type session, just comment and let me know. Otherwise, I'll just do a recorded video. So, anyways, today I'm going to talk about parenting, which is probably has to be the hardest thing in my life. If you're unfamiliar, I have 3 kids under the age of 9, so 9 and under, 8 and under. And yeah, parenting's really hard. There are things about it that I didn't expect, and there are definitely things about it that I did come to expect. I would say early age, baby stage, was really hard because of the lack of sleep. But babies are fun. They are exciting because there's always new things happening. They don't talk back to you. Uh, and discipline is fairly easy. There's really not much to do. There's not much, I would say, child rearing and teaching to do. It's more just like change their diaper, feed them, let them sleep, teaching them to sleep. That's about it. So baby stage is I'm not gonna say easy, but the baby stage is definitely if you can manage to sleep, which usually you can't, is a really fun stage. Um, then you get into toddlers, and that is my favorite. I love the toddler age so far. I obviously don't have much experience with middle school and high school age kids, but the toddler age is so fun because they are learning new things. You can start to talk to them. They're starting to develop a personality, and I just love that stage. It's like they become just so lovable. Let me move that a little bit, and it's just a really exciting time. But now, kind of the stage we're in, this is like the real crux of it because you have to now go through some harder problems with school and friendships and anxieties. So the thing that I didn't expect, I did not expect how extremely emotionally exhausting having kids is. I knew it would be physically exhausting, but the emotional toll that it takes is unbelievable. And maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my kids and the relationships that we have. But the everyday emotional toll, especially now, is just unbearable. And by the end of the day, it's like you can't even like make a decision on like what show to watch when you have nothing left in you, and the physical exhaustion follows that emotional exhaustion. And what makes things so emotionally tiring are especially right now, like the level of anxiety that my kids have is just unbelievable. I don't remember having this much as a kid, and I was definitely an anxious kid, and I don't know if it's their environment of growing up in this day and age, with technology and the expectations from school, the schoolwork and the crying at the schoolwork. It's just enough to make a person go crazy, and then you times three, and you just want to freaking jump off a bridge. There are days that I just don't like my kids, don't even want to be around them, don't want them in my face, which I didn't expect. Nobody ever told me. Nobody told me that that was okay, but that's totally normal. And if you have kids and you feel that way sometimes, I think it's normal and a healthy thing. You don't always like somebody in every relationship. You don't always like your partner. So why would you think you would always like your kids? Because they're your kids? Of course there's an unconditional love, but there are days you want to punch them in the face. Obviously you don't, but you do. And, you know, it's just like any relationship. So I think, yeah, so parenting's really hard. Parenting is exhausting. It's emotionally trying for me. And the hardest part about parenting, the thing that I hate the most, absolutely hate the most, the thing that breaks my heart is seeing my struggles, my realities, and my issues in my kids. So, for instance, my daughter, she is very much like me, mentally and emotionally, and the things that she struggles with. And that hurts. It hurts so bad to watch her have these struggles and to watch her go through this at such a young age. It's really, really difficult. And there are two reasons why it's difficult. One, because it's so heartbreaking to watch somebody so young, to watch their days wasted with anxiety, and to watch their days wasted with worry and struggle when they're a child and they should be carefree and just playing and getting dirty and being crazy, and yet they're just like inundated with these things. And I hate to see that. Like I'm struggling with that. I don't want them to struggle with that. I don't want them to have that fear and that worry. And then the harder part is knowing what they are going through, because I go through it myself, and then getting pissed at them. I hate that I do that. I hate that I know that they're upset or whatever it is that's triggering them in the moment, and I know what they're going through, and I know exactly how they feel and what they need, because it's what I need when I'm like that. And I'm just, stop it, enough, go upstairs, go to your room, go to bed. And I just shut them down. And that, like, in the moment, it doesn't hurt, because I'm just annoyed, no patience, frustrated. But afterwards, I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? Like, and this comes back to that emotional exhaustion, because it's like every day it's this struggle of like being kind and patient and bearing all this emotional burden from these three little humans who are just trying to figure this out, and they don't have the context and the capacity to be self-aware and to know what they're feeling. And that's on you, that's on me, that's on us to figure it out for them, and to help them and coach them through it and help them see. And there's things that I expect them to know, and then when I talk to them and try to explain things and realize that they're like, yeah, I don't know what that means, that just blows my mind. Like, I just can't believe that there's just no context, and they're building all of that right now. Yeah, so that I hate that. I hate that so much, that I get so short with them, and so um, annoyed and pissed and frustrated when they're just struggling just like I am. And I want people to love on me, and I want people to be patient with me and to care for me and just tell me that I'm safe and that you're okay and that you're doing a good job, or whatever the case may be. And I don't even give that to my kids all the time, you know. But the thing that I love about parenting is I love those moments when everything else just stops and it's just you and your child, and you're either doing something together or you're just laying in bed, you're tucking them in and just staring at each other, and that unconditional love just comes through from both of you, and everything is peaceful and calm. And that, I can't even explain, I don't even know how to put it into words, but all I can say is like time stops and everything in the world is okay for that moment. And um, and you realize like what all this hardship is for, and you realize like all this shit that you're going through, you know, is to help them become a kind and compassionate and loving human being who may one day do something greater than we could ever imagine. I certainly hope my kids will be better than me when they get older and do more for this world than I ever could. But that's what I live. That's what makes it all better. Is those moments when when you when the world just stops and it's just you and your child, and you yeah, I can't explain it, but if you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. And and those are the moments that make everything okay. Those are the moments that when work sucks, when life sucks, when you're depressed, when you're pissed, when you're anxious, when you don't think that you can go on, those are the moments that keep you going, to know that shit, I need to get my act together, and I need to get better, and I need to be better for them. And that's what's driven me for so much, to do better for my family, to do better for my wife and for my kids, and to be calmer and more patient, and to work harder and to work smarter, and to figure out how I can have the time to be with them and to engage in more of those moments. So parenting, it's really freaking hard. Nobody can ever tell you how hard it is until you actually do it. Um, there are days that you won't like your kids, and that's okay. There are days that are amazing. Most of them are not. Most of them are mundane and exhausting. And at the end of the day, you have nothing left. Zero. Less than zero. And your head hits the pillow, and you just don't know how you're going to wake up and do it again, but you do. You do it again and again and again. But then there are days that are so sweet, moments that are so sweet, and they're few and far between, but they are amazing. Absolutely amazing. But so parenting, good luck today if you are a parent, and good luck to you. Take care.